Greetings, VaporTrail, the traveling gamer, coming to you from lovely Newark, staying at the DoubleTree today, and going to be talking about the Logitech. Hold on, come on, I had this up. Logitech G700 gaming mouse, wireless gaming mouse, sort of wireless. And this is just my 2 cents, just a down and dirty quick review. Just made quickie notes of talking about the pros and cons. Pros, wireless and wired. So let's talk about that real quick. It has a little dongle here. There's a USB that plugs in. And right now, obviously, I'm using the mouse wirelessly. Let me go to and see. Woo, it works. In terms of DPI, look at other reviews. The older I get, I just want it to work. I just want the specs to work. And just we'll touch on that a little bit here in a second. Talking about the wired, it comes with this specifically designed USB cable, and it plugs into, get in the light here, plugs into the front of the mouse right there, very similar to any other mouse you used, and you're able to charge the USB port, or you're able to charge the battery via the USB, as well as use the mouse while it's charging. So that's a nice feature that you're able to use it wirelessly as well as wired. In terms of DPI between the wireless and wired, I don't know. Again, look at other specs. And let's see what else. The cons, just talking about USB storage. This is probably the negative for me. The wireless dongle, or whatever you want to call it, comes out, and then it just slides into that little spot there. This is obviously a AA rechargeable battery. I saw some reviews complaining about something regarding you can only charge it via the USB, and I don't understand the logic in that complaint, because you could just get a USB plug, charger plug to charge it, or take a AA battery with you, or so it's not required to only be charged that way. Like there's other options. So I don't understand the complaint about only being able to charge it via the USB port, because if you have a cell phone that has a USB charger, then clearly you could just switch it out into whatever. But so my complaint is that that USB dongle right there slides in there, and it's pretty tricky. And I've got gaming fingers, they're narrow from my extensive mouse use, and I have some trouble getting it out. So I wish that was just a little bit easier. Again, very minute issue, but the on and off button is here, and I travel with it in this I don't know, like Creative Lab Cam. This is like one of my throwbacks from decades ago, and it's like a little velvet pouch that I put this in. That's one of my negatives, is that there's no case, because I do travel quite a bit, and there's no case to protect it. So I'm in the process of looking for like a Tupperware container or something to shove it in there, but as of right now, no case. But back to the power source, I've left it on inadvertently in this, and clearly when it's in my bag banging around, it's moving around, and I've done this twice in the last 2 days, and it's still holding a charge. So apparently, it does power down when it's not in use, and it has saved the battery life. So I got nervous when I realized that I hadn't turned it off and it still had juice. If it does drain out, you just plug in the cable, and you're good to go to use the mouse while it's charging. So that's certainly a benefit. In terms of DPI, obviously as gamers, that's what we care about. I'm an aging gamer. The older I get, I just want it to work, and my gaming style has changed recently. I've gone from first-person shooters, and I've recently switched over, not because I'm opposed to it, just my style has changed just recently, to more of the crafting, like the Terraria and Factoria, or Factorio, however you pronounce it. Those games are sort of what genre I'm currently into. So I can't really speak for the DPI. I was playing Dying Light with it, and I really did, wirelessly, and I didn't really notice any type of lag or issues for me. I am playing it on the Alienware. This is just got it. It's 2016. It's the R2 15-inch. And I don't see any type of issues in terms of lag playing with it wirelessly. One of the those that travel quite a bit, some of the hotels do have glass desktops, and this will not work in a glass desktop area. Which brings up an idea that I have for these guys that make these things. How about a traveling pouch that is also a mouse pad, like have a hard surface here that you could actually use as a mouse pad. So there's my 2 cents and my ideas for you guys that design this stuff and build it. But anyway, to sum it all up, I'm glad that I got it. I've become accustomed to using the buttons on the side. Does it replace my desktop mouse? No, I still use that. I still like it, but I do like the feel. I'm glad that I got it, and I don't regret purchasing it. And yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the G700.